Hey everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and this update is for Thursday, and that would be July the 28th. I'm sorry, that's today, July 29th. As you can see here on the monthly chart, we are still pointing down, but we have kind of just lost momentum as opposed, as this big momentum that we hit here. So we could be in a wave 1 down there, and here's a wave 2 up, and maybe one more month or 2 more months, and maybe some slight moves up possible into this area here. That is a possibility, but so right now we're not showing that, but it is a possibility that we could continue higher, but that would have to turn. But right now it is showing that we're most likely going to continue down, at least if this month is a pause month. Next month, August, should continue down unless this thing shows a turn, and right now it's not showing that. So so if that starts to turn, then yeah, we're probably going on up and putting in that 1260 to 1280 area top from that diamond 118.16 fake print that we got months ago, because that still hasn't been fulfilled. Doesn't have to be fulfilled this year though, could be next year or whenever, who knows. So we're going to keep an eye on our monthly here to see if it starts to turn. Going over here to the weekly, you can see now the weekly is banging its head right on that blue moving average. That's it's hit that intra week. It's 11-22-18. It's tagged that, and it's resting on support of the 1099 50 moving average. But these are getting ready to cross, so I just don't think it's going to happen overnight. I think we're going to have a little sideways action there. The market can be choppy. So, this weekly is certainly turning up and supporting the market running up. It's just how far will it go? I don't know. It depends on that monthly and what it wants to do. Is it going to go up here and just roll over with just a few bars and, go back down and put in our fake print of 8,300 on the Dow, which is our downside print that we got? Is it going to hit that? It's hard to say at this point. But again, this could have been a wave 1 down and 5 waves inside it, and we're now in maybe an ABC up or something. That's if this is the final high. I don't know that yet. Shorter term for today, we have not turned yet back on the daily. It is it's probably going to be a sharp move on us. When it finally does turn, it's going to be a sharp move. As for tomorrow, though, I think this is just a fake out. I think this is just a couple of little down days and then a move back up. I don't know how high we're going to go up, but we did get a SPY after hours print, an intraday print of 111.55, which could be our upside target tomorrow, which would not be higher than this 1120, which so that's like 112 something. But we certainly could go up tomorrow before this thing finally rolls over. Maybe just an intraday. Maybe it's a pop, or maybe it's a close into the rest of the day. If you look at the 60s, you see that we're in oversold conditions. So should the news out for the jobs data be viewed as bad tomorrow, we could go down early on in the morning, possible gap down, no guarantee on it, of course, and then roll back up and rise throughout the rest of the day and work off all of that and go back up and put positive in a positive close there. So it could go down and then turn and go right back up, and maybe not get as high as that print, but go up to the 111.55 intraday print that we had. That's a possibility. And you look at this move, this up and sideways to slightly down. That's a bull flag, and so it doesn't have to gap down at all tomorrow. If the news is viewed as good, this thing can turn and run right back up, and then this will just boom, 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 just run back up, because this is a bull flag, and we didn't really have a lot of strength in the downward motion here. It just wasn't there. It's supported also by the 15-minute chart, which basically has went down for the last 1, 2, 3 days as it just kind of chopped sideways and slightly down. And it's resetting itself to go back up, and it could go boom, boom, boom up for the next 3 days if it wanted to. It is going up here. Doesn't have to, of course. That all is really going to depend upon the higher time frame charts like this daily. If this daily gets a turn, then the bears are good to go. If not, it could be just simply a pullback for another move higher. So we could do 5 moves. I mean, if this down here, this low was a wave 1 inside of like a 5-wave move inside of this C, let's just say for example's sake, and then so you'd have went up to that high, would have been the end of wave 1, and then back down for wave 2, back up for the end of wave 3, and back down for the end of wave 4, and then back up for the end of wave 5. And that could have been a 5-wave push inside of this A, B, C move. That's a possibility. Again, I'm no Elliott wave person, but I'm just trying to look at these things after the fact. That's the only way I can figure out Elliott wave. It just doesn't. It can't see it ahead of time. I just don't think you can. We'll go over here to Cobra's charts, and you'll notice he's drawn a line here on the Qs, which I'm sure it's similar on the SPX as well. And Anoop San has also posted this, this triangle pattern that we have broken out of, and now we're falling back to test it. So that's all the more reason to support that. You go, you break out, you fall back, and you test it, and then you go forward. Is the bull scenario of it, if it's bullish. Now if it fails, of course, then it's going to fall down through the triangle and continue down, which would be the equivalent of hitting our downside fake print on the SPY of 107. I definitely believe we're going to hit that. They threw it out there several times from a week ago, and yesterday Anna caught it as well. I believe we're going to hit that. But it could be very quick. I mean, but when you look at this long line from here, this long channel that we've been in, you draw your line here, and if that's one big line there, and then down here's your other line, and we've been in this whole channel, and we finally busted out. You fall back down to that 107, and bang, there's your back test, and you go on it. You go on up. So they threw that out there to us. They're telling us they're going to back test it. And you can see here we are turning here on Cobra's charts. We are looking like we're turning down. So, but again, it's possible we do one of these little zigzags and before we work our way down. So, like maybe down in the morning or back up and throughout the rest of the day, and then down the next day, like a Friday. That would be like a little wave 1 down, a little wave 2 up tomorrow, and then a wave 3 down on Friday. That's that would be kind of how it would work. And wave 3 maybe could go down. Well, if it was a 5-wave move down, and then Monday would be up, and then Tuesday would be back down, and you'd hit the 107 by Tuesday or something. It's just guessing, if it does those kind of wave movements. But you look at this chart here, and you can clearly see, you can actually draw, Cobra's drawing a line here as well. And so it had lots of support, it had overhead resistance, bang, it busted out. But the fact that it's losing steam here, getting this overbought, tells me that it's going to roll over. I don't think I've refreshed the page on this. Did I not refresh the page? Okay, yeah, it's not showing the... Sorry about that. So what I'm looking for tomorrow is essentially for if the numbers are bad and we go down in the morning, I believe we will recycle back up throughout the entire day. Yeah, okay, still Cobra did the same thing, see? So if we go down in the morning, back test this 110, then we could go up again, and then that would set us up for a larger wave down on Friday. That's a possibility. It's the same as what we had before. The VIX is looking promising as it is finally curling up. It's getting a little bit up here into the you know, strength area for the bullish part of it. How long it could stay up here, I don't know. But the VIX is kind of perking up a little bit, showing that you know, that the move is coming. So anyway, for tomorrow, what I'm looking for, going back here on the 60-minute chart, is, again, if the numbers are bad, if we go down, and you see this 60 start to cycle back up, if the market goes up with it, you can rest assured it's probably going up to that 111.55 print. If the market does not and just simply trades sideways while this recycles back up and rolls over, then that's a bear flag. So you just wait all day for that to roll over, and when it rolls over, it'll roll over hard on Friday. That's it, gang. So hopefully that helps out both you bears and bulls. See ya.